A state trooper who found a missing 2-year-old girl in South Bristol Saturday says the outcome could have been much different. He rescued her from the top of the mountain. Kayla Green has the story.
Trooper Brian Hotchkiss says when he finally locked eyes with a missing 2-year-old girl at the top of a mountain Saturday night, he knew he'd found her just in time.
When the sun goes down, it turns into a completely different search.
A 911 call came into the Ontario County Sheriff's Office for a missing 2-year-old girl in South Bristol on Saturday. They called the state police to help, and State Trooper Brian Hotchkiss knew they were fighting against the clock.
These missing kids, it can go like just really bad. It's very time sensitive depending on the year. So it was a rather nice day. The temperature was dropping.
He and the other members of law enforcement started knocking on neighbors' doors, but as sundown loomed, they had to make a decision fast.
Myself and 2 other troopers began to climb the mountain together. The mountain was virtually in their backyard, and I mean, there was streams and ponds and, you know, all these things that, you know, we were all worried about.
He says it took him about an hour to get to the top.
In the middle of a stream, I saw a pink dot, and I followed the stream, and that's where I located the child. She was laying on her stomach on a rock, and I ran over to her as quick, calling her name, ran over to her as quick as possible, and I saw her arm move, and I knew she was alive, and my heart just dropped, and I was so excited, and I ran up, and she hugged me immediately, and she wouldn't let go.
He says she was shivering when they found her, and another trooper wrapped her in his uniform to keep warm. She was taken by ambulance to the hospital, and he says she's safe and healthy today.
I still can't get that out of my head of her turning over and looking at me and throwing her hands up in the air, and it's something I'll never forget.
A sheriff's canine, drone team, and investigators were also called to help assist the situation, along with the state police. In Canandaigua, Kayla Green, News 8.